Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Successful Woman's Mindset. My name is Galit Ventura Rosen, and I am so excited to have another fabulous author with me here today for the book that we have, The Successful Woman's Mindset, 21 Journeys to Success. Welcome, lovely.
I thank you, Galit. Great to be here.
I always, whenever I say your name, I feel like your mom did such a good job naming you. So first of all, I want to share with everybody that she is lovely, but her name is actually Lovely LaGuerre. And Lovely is a real estate agent in commercial and residential with KW Commercial Realty in Las Vegas, and the owner and founder of Pure Heavenly Hair. So of course she's a multiple serial entrepreneur. No surprise there, right, Lovely?
Yes.
So
I know.
I'm going to start the interview with the question I love to ask all the authors. What does the phrase, the successful woman's mindset, mean to you when you hear it?
It has a lot of meanings to it, a lot of different tones, where, a lot of us women can take for granted. But when we look at, life, we want to, go further in life and develop our inner ambition and to bring out there and do so much better, whatever that's like, out of reach for you, you're able to reach anything. And then always to think about everything is possible. Nothing is outreach. Everything is always there if you want it, and you always gotta make sure you strive and be motivated, determined, and you can go far. And it's just to have that mind. It's all about the mindset to always have that want, that need, and that determination, motivation, and you can go far. And I think
Yes.
we can do anything we want as
And
women.
one of the key words that you said that I want to point out and talk about a little more is the word determination. You know how much I love the word determination. I think that when you have determination, people better get out of your way.
Definitely,
And I
yes.
know that you're that kind of woman. You've proven it in your chapter, which we'll be talking about soon. And you've proven it in the way that you live every day in your businesses, in your family, and in your life. So if somebody was watching right now and asked you, how can I continue to be determined and reach for the stars? What would you say to that person?
It's just to never think like don't let anything be in your way. And always know that that wall in front of you, you can always punch that wall. You can always go far, and nothing is out of reach. And to always go, even though you think like, I don't think I can do it. I'm stuck there. There's nothing you cannot do. And I think when you have that, that drive, that mindset, you want to be successful. Sometimes you may not think you have it in you, but somewhere in there you can excel. And I always say go for it, because my business, it took time. I get like 5 years thinking about it over and over and over. Finally I say, you know what, this is the time, now is the time, I'm gonna do it. And I literally had that, that drive to say, this is it, nothing else can be in my way. So it's always look, far.
I think a lot of it really has to do with what you just said, that sometimes people have an idea and they don't really do anything with it. Now, that can be two parts. It could be sometimes timing, right,
Yes.
Lovely? Sometimes
Yes.
it's just not time. And then
Yeah.
other
The
times,
timing, yeah, is everything.
right? And
Yes.
sometimes it could be as simple as, well, I don't know if I can, and I don't know if I should, and I don't know if I'm going to fail. And so when
Yeah.
you're very determined, you just recognize that I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do my best, and
Yes.
let's see what happens.
Yeah. And remember, when you start going, nothing can stop you. Only you can stop yourself.
Yes.
And that's when I always say, once you get into that world, you go, and like it's almost like, infinite potential. It's almost like the power within you. You have that drive, you have that want, you have that need, and it's your aspiration. It's like a lot your life you've been, dreaming of. So go for it. And I said, let's not
So
stop
you
there,
really
because
want
always.
anyone that's listening to really walk away with the words go for it. And I think
Yes.
that what's perfect to do next is to talk about your chapter,
Yeah.
because your chapter is called Nothing is Out of Reach for You, which
Yes.
really is exactly what we're talking about. So tell us a little bit about why you decided on this chapter title and why you decided to write about nothing is out of reach for you.
It's just my life story. Like truthfully, it is my, since I was young, I'm always like almost like a ladder, and I'm always climbing that ladder to the next step. And to
Right.
me, whatever I get, like a year before, the next year, the following year, I always want to go further. I always want to be, move further and get, like, yeah, open my horizon. It almost feels like, there's so much more ahead that this is not it. I don't just like, have a business where it's like, oh, I'm comfortable here, let me just stop here. I feel like I want more. And it's almost for myself, and not to prove to anyone, but to myself, that whatever you want, it doesn't matter what age you are, what you think of it, whatever it is, a male or female, you can do it all. And I think, like, for young age, I've always tried for getting further, and
I
by
love
wanting
that
more.
statement. I want to talk about that statement for a minute. Always strive to getting further. Now, and you also said another important word, comfortable. It's so interesting because if you really look at it, comfortable is where people usually like to stay, right? Because
Yes,
what doesn't,
yes.
who
Getting
wants
out of
to
your
be uncomfortable, right?
yeah, get out of your comfort zone. Yes,
But
yes,
really, you said, okay, I'm comfortable. What's next? I'm
yeah.
comfortable. What's next? I'm
What's next? Yeah,
comfortable.
I'm
So
always going for more. Yes,
yeah, and
yeah.
I think it's really fun to talk about that for a few minutes because people might be listening and going, "What do you mean I need to be uncomfortable? What do you mean I'm too comfortable?" No. If anybody listening or watching is happy where they are in their life, good for you.
Yes.
Good for you. Stay there, do whatever. What
Hmm.
Lovely's talking about is those people that are listening and watching that are like, there's got to be more.
Yes.
I want more.
Yeah.
I want to do more.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. And if it's there, if it's inside, if it's in you, it's just that power, and you just gotta go. Remember, we're our own too. We are on power too. So we have to. That's my my aspiration. I've always wanted, and I feel like I'm not. I got it. I got this far. Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? What is the next day gonna hold? What is that?
Absolutely. And I'm going to talk about something just because I can hear, I think, your daughter in the background and she's in online schooling. And I want to talk
Oh,
about it because I think it's a perfect time to speak about what so many women are going through right now. We
yes.
used to be able to send our children to school. We used to be able to go to an office. And now you are creating businesses. Lovely. You're working on it right now.
Hmm.
Let's talk a little bit about Pure Heavenly Hair because
Yes.
you're here, you're a mom, and
Yes.
your life has been totally changed with everything that's going on right now, and you're
Yes.
still figuring out a way to follow your dreams, to go to the next level and to do something new. Can you share a little bit for any woman that's watching that is a mother, how you're doing that? Because it's not easy. As a
It's
mom of
not
three
easy.
that did it my whole life, it's not easy to build while you're also being a good mom.
Yes, and not just one business, couple businesses. So it's almost like a juggle, but I find that balance to it's like almost like the focus factor, where it's like I have to today is this. I have a timeline, having that time block to myself, where each of my business, I have a schedule where I fit it into it. But building Pure Heavenly Hair had took a long time, but it's coming to fruition where it's gonna be really. I feel like it's my baby. I built it from ground up, and I've been it's very it's an easy process, but at the same time it's enduring. I love that, going doing that, and also to like balancing the personal life. And like I mentioned, as I apologize for the noise in the background, and
I
just
think it's okay. I think it's actually perfect because we do live in a world right now where we want to continue to have our lives, but also need to balance. So I love it. And I think it's
yes.
perfect. So, question, tell everybody a little bit about that business. What does it do? What is it?
My pure heavenly hair is for everyone, all young, old, whatnot, and it's about whether you want to make your. It's about beauty. It's almost like you want to transform yourself to a different level. You can be this girl today. You can be tomorrow this girl Sasha if you want to be, whichever you have this ambition to be. I want to be Jennifer Lopez today, or whichever it is. I have all that, with that extra flair. If you want to switch it up, and I mean, it's a great. I built with I mean, I've put together a lot of team to get this going. So I believe it's gonna be, something where every woman would appreciate, would love, and come into my site and see eyelashes, glosses, hair, wigs, hair, extension, ponytails,
Beautiful.
you know, all kind of stuff that women like to change their ways and look a different way. So
And you
I'm
sound
that pure
very
heavenly.
passionate about it. What's really great for me is that all the authors that are part of the book, The Successful Woman's Mindset 21 Journeys to Success, are really not done. So the reason I didn't call it 21 Journeys of Success is because the women in this group, including you, we're not even close to being done. We're
No,
just getting
we're
started.
just getting
And
started.
yeah, and so I think it's so much fun that I get to talk to you and I get to talk to all the authors and share their stories, what they're working on, how they're balancing their lives. And I think
Yes.
it's so important for other women that are listening and watching to recognize that we're just normal people
Yeah.
trying to figure it out ourselves every day,
Yes, yes, yes.
right?
And
I've got
yeah,
3 kids, I've got 3 dogs. My 3 dogs are upstairs in the room with the door shut, so that way I don't have barking dogs. I don't have
yes.
small children anymore. My youngest is 17. So
Wow.
she's on online school just like yours upstairs. We're balancing our worlds
Yes.
and
Mhm.
we don't know how crazy it's going to be or what's going to happen. And I'm so excited that this book is coming out in
I
January,
know.
and it'll probably be out by the time I even release these interviews, but it's
Yes.
exciting. So January 2021, which is a great way to start the year.
That's
So
amazing.
let's end with something fun, Lovely. I want you to share something fun about you or something that you love about yourself that you want people to know.
I mean, the one thing, I came from a third world, so in another country. So my dream aspirations has been, when you come here, I mean, coming here at a young age, I felt like a bit different in the circle. So I had to prove to myself to be that, always like, want to be excelling to its highest. And what I like to do, I like to travel. I love to, hang out with friends and family and just, help people and do a lot of, I love to do charity, and I help with whatever I can. That's just my life story. So that's, I think helping others is always a plus.
Oh, I
And
love that.
um
I
and
love
so
that. So, how can everybody get a hold of you or connect with you if they want to learn more about working with you in real estate or they want to learn more about your products for Pure Heavenly Hair? What's the best way for people to connect?
for the KW commercial, it's on lovelysalesvegas.com. So, and in my Pure Heavenly, you can always find it at pureheavenlyhair.com.
Beautiful.
So you come here, you get all kind of beauties, the fun things. And I can also to sell your building. So whichever you are waiting for,
Yes.
I'm there.
Yes. Many of us have multiple businesses that we just love. And with anybody listening or watching, it's okay to have multiple passions. You don't have to pick one.
Yes.
The authors in this book are perfect examples of that.
Oh,
Each
so
of them are
beautiful.
doing different things, multiple things. So I appreciate you being on. I appreciate you being part of this book. You are such a great addition to the book. And I always say I
Thank,
love your name because it fits
thank you.
perfectly, Lovely.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
We're excited too. So thank you so much, everybody, for listening and watching another episode of The Successful Woman's Mindset. We are excited and we hope that you will go ahead and read Lovely's chapter as well as the other chapters in the book. We have 21 different chapters, 21 different women, and the book is
Yay.
called The Successful Woman's Mindset 21 Journeys to Success. You can find it at thesuccessfulwomensmindset.com, or you can find it on Amazon or any online retailer. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Galit.